It is me, League, the one and only, right here, exploring with League, but today is live with League. And I know the show is not live, so I apologize for that. I couldn't go live. I had a couple other things going on, and I'm kind of glad I didn't because some surprises coming in this video. But I wanted to come to y'all today because this video is going to be coming to you today, Monday, at 8 o'clock. So I hope you're enjoying, hope you're tuning in because it's going to be a good one. Got a whole script right here, and I'm going to be reading off of it because I can't remember all of it right yet, and I want to get it right. So, like I said, welcome everybody back. It's League. Welcome. Live with League fam, IWE Nation, thanks for tuning in. We're going to be talking IWE, the shows, what's to come. We're going to be talking some WWE, some AEW. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some guests and all that cool stuff. So, thank you for tuning in. Get ready. And in 3, 2, 1, start the show. And what's up, everybody? It's League, and we're here, and it's time to start this show off right. First of all, just want to shout out to IWE, the roster, the staff, everybody that works at IWE, especially to Tim and everybody else for allowing me to do this show. So I appreciate it very much. Also, shout out to Tim, Promoter of the Year, IWE Promotion of the Year, Tyreek, Manager of the Year, Carly Bravo, Most Improved Wrestler of the Year, White Mike versus, I think, the Ugly Ducklings, Feud of the Year, or Rob Killjoy, a Feud of the Year. Diana Michelle, Ring Announcer of the Year, and I think that's the 3rd time in a row. Exotic Youth Tag Team of the Year. I don't know if I'm missing anybody. If I am, I apologize, but I think I got everybody. So yeah, shout out to everybody, and shout out to the crowd from last time. Like I said, it was a record-breaking crowd of over 320 people. So it was awesome to have y'all out there, and it was awesome to put on a wonderful show for y'all. It was absolutely really, really cool. So I hope you're liking everything that's coming. Hope you're liking the show. So without further ado, here we go. So like I said, thank you all. We're going to talk about some previous shows. We're going to get into new shows, what's coming on March 13th and all that fun stuff. So we're going to go ahead and hop into stuff like, but we had a past couple shows, Intensity, Kings of Controversy, House of Cards, July 9th, just to name a couple of them from the past, let's say, a little over past year. We'll start off with July 9th. Some big matches from July 9th. You had the IWE champion Joe Black versus Slim J. Winner of that match was Joe Black. We had Anthony Henry versus Cruel. Winner was Cruel. Mayhem Scramble. Winner gets a shot at Carly Bravo and the Mayhem title. You got AC Mack, Shug D versus Bingston. And Adam Priest. Winner was AC Mack. House of Cards big match, which is the show after July 9th. IWE champion match, Lindsay Snow versus Chalance Royale. Winner was Lindsay Snow. Mayhem title match. You had Carly Bravo, which is the champ, versus the winner of the scramble match from the last show, AC Mack. Plus, they also threw in Shug D. The winner was AC Mack, new champion. IWE tag titles, champs Exotic Youth versus the All-Star Special. Exotic Youth picked up the win. IWE title match, champ Joe Black versus Cruel. Cruel actually won that title. Kings of Controversy matches was the matches afterwards. Duckhouse Brawl, you had White Mike versus Rob Killjoy. Winner was White Mike, I do believe. Tables match, Skrilla the Great versus Owen Knight. Winner was Skrilla the Great. Match was actually really, really good. For a while, I thought Owen Knight was going to win the match, but no, Skrilla pulled it off. IWE Mayhem title, championship the champion AC Mack versus Shug D. Winner was AC Mack. IWE Tag Titles Champions Exotic Youth versus the Buff and Fluff Connection. Winners were the Exotic Youth with a little help from some people on the outside. Those are a couple of the shows that just happened. That led up to Intensity and everything that happened at Intensity. Which Intensity was a good show. It was a record-breaking show. It was great. Seriously, it was great. Also, coming up here in a little while on the show, I've got some promos, some audios, and a match announcement. So get ready for that. I don't know if y'all seen that yet, but if you haven't, got a match announcement. So get ready for that. Also, want to go ahead and mention, next show will be Saturday, March the 11th at the American Legion, Post 63, 90 Millage Road, Augusta, Georgia, 30904. And tickets are available now. The link will be right here, also in the description below. You can go buy your tickets right now if you're anywhere near Augusta. You want to see IWE, you want to see some great wrestling. Come on and check it out. The show is wonderful. It's worth it. Tim puts on a wonderful show. Tim's wife is great at the front. She helps out with everybody. She's nice. The people that serve food are nice. The wrestlers are great. It's just an absolutely wonderful show. So if you get a chance, come on out. Support wrestling, indie wrestling. Support IWE. They're great, and they do a phenomenal job. And it's not just because I'm a massive fan and they allow me to do that. They do an awesome job. I'm not biased. But I'll have the tickets, the site up here and also in the comment section below. So give me a minute. We'll be back and we'll get back into it. We're just going to talk a little bit about the last show. Kind of leading these storylines in a little bit. Last show started off with a cage match for the Mayhem title. All right. Going into this match, the champion AC Mack was facing Shug D, facing Matt Odom versus Skrilla the Great, Rob Killjoy, and Owen Knight. The match never started in the ring. They started on the outside, was going crazy. It finally got into the ring, where eventually Skrilla the Great did pick up that win and is the new Mayhem title, leading into the next show of Controlled Chaos. Second matchup was Sal Rinauro versus Jordan Kingsley. Like I mentioned before, Sal basically arm manipulation the whole time, took out most of Kingsley's moves, grounded Kingsley, and ended up picking the win over Kingsley. Third match was Charlie Anarchy versus the Ultimate Pusha T versus Kiki. Went back and forth for a little while, but ultimately in the end, Kiki did pick up the win. And hold up. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and throw it to my correspondent. League, yes, there's two of me, and we get the job done. I don't know, that's how we get everything done so quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it to him, because apparently he has got the ultimate pusher himself, Tariq, on the line. So go ahead, bro. Take care of this. What up, League, and thanks for tossing it to me. What up, IWE fam? Live with League Nation. All my wrestling fans out there, you know who it is. It's the one and only League, right here, live in location in Augusta, Georgia. And oh, I'm so ready for March the 11th. Controlled Chaos right here in Augusta, Georgia. American Legion, Post 63, 90 Millage Road. Show's going to be phenomenal. Tickets are already on sale now. You can go get them. The link will be in the description below. But I'm not going to pull no punches, play no games. I'm about to get right into it. We have got the GWH Manager of the Year, the Mic Killer, the Promo Killer, the Ultimate Pusher, Tariq right here, and I'm not going to say nothing else. We're going to cut it over to this man, let him give y'all some thoughts on the Manager of the Year award, IWE, and what's coming next. So without further ado, throw it on over to you. Appreciate you tuning in, and let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, the one, the only, the ultimate pusher, Tariq. I'm talking about the Georgia-nominated, Sports Illustrated, professional wrestling connoisseur. And not only am I the baddest man talking, I'm the baddest man walking around with this 2022 Georgia Manager of the Year award. And since I'm on the topic of awards, let's go ahead and shout out IWE. I mean, they won the Best Promotion Award, and I mean, it's no secret. They got me. And alongside me, they got the man from the Dark City himself, Joe Black, who also won Match of the Year. But you know what? Enough about awards. Enough about 2022. Me and Joe got some beef to settle here in 2023, March 11th to be exact. See, TIM, as you like to call yourself, sir, you think you got a lot of balls, don't you? Yeah. You want to diss me in front of what? We had like 350 plus people in the building. But you know what? It's cool, though. It's cool. Because you're going to get yours. I mean, you can always have the last word. But once I knock your ass out, I'm going to have the last.
Yeah, appreciate that, T. Thanks for the video. Thanks for being on here. I do appreciate that very much. And so, what's going to happen now? Like the man just said in the video, what's going to happen now? At the end of that Joe Black, Tim, Anthony Henry match, Joe Black came in the ring and kind of like looked like he was passing the torch a little bit to Tim. Joe Black kind of made Tyreek leave the ring. And you heard it right there. Tyreek's coming for vengeance. Tyreek's coming for Tim. He don't like those games. And you can't get in the way of Tyreek and Joe. It just ain't going to happen. So to find out what's going to happen next, you got to come out to the American Legion Post 6390 Millage Road, Augusta, Georgia, 30904 for IWE Control Chaos, March the 11th. Tickets are on sale now, and man, it's going to be a phenomenal show. Can't wait to see what I got on here next. But much love to Tyreek, the GWH Manager of the Year, for coming on here and saying some words. And keep killing it, bro. Let's go. Back to you, League. Yes. Oh, that was what's up. That's what's up. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, League, for doing that. Thank you for Tyreek for doing that as well. I do appreciate it. And as you heard, Tyreek, first of all, shout out to Tyreek for getting the Manager of the Year award. Last match, Joe Black, right? At the end of the match, went up to Tim, said, "It's about time." Tyreek was trying to say something. Joe kind of pushed him away. So there's some unsettled beef right there between Tyreek and Tim. What's going on between Joe Black and Tim? Want to find out what happens. Maybe we'll find out at the next show. But until then, right now, stay tuned. But the storyline is getting really, really good. And shout out to Tyreek for that. And appreciate it, bro. Also, shout out to any of the wrestlers out there. You're a wrestler. For all the wrestlers out there, if you need any film editing, photos done, logos, any of that stuff done, I'll do it for free. I know that's sad to say crazy. I'll do it for free. If you want to compensate in some way, that's up to you. But I'll do it for free. And anybody else, I'll charge a little bit, but it won't be crazy. So YouTubers, people working on businesses, anybody out there, if you're working, you need an editor, you want a filmer, somebody to film, whether it's matches, weddings, any of that stuff, take photos, I'm available. So please let me know. Email is in the bottom, or you can just message me on any of my social medias. You can just go to my link tree, which is linktree.com/exploring with League. Or you can go to the flow page, flow.page/EWL88. All my links will be there, and you can just reach out to me. And also, I want to go ahead and mention once again, tickets are on sale for the March 11th show. It's the next IWE show. It's called Controlled Chaos. Graphic will be right here. And tickets are on sale right now. You can go over to the link right there and get you some tickets if you're close. It's at the American Legion, Post 63, like I said, right here in Augusta, Georgia. And I can't wait to see what's going to be happening. It's going to be interesting. Fourth match of the evening that night was IWE Tag Title match. It was Exotic Youth, Zach Mosley, Cornelius Pepperbottom versus Too Strong and Hanson. Winner and new champs was Hanson and Too Strong, as y'all saw in the other videos. And as you saw maybe in Zach's promo or Pepperbottom's promo. Maybe you didn't see it, which is cool because I'm about to cut to that right now. And I'm going to let you hear from both Zach Mosley and Cornelius Pepperbottom once again on what happened that day in that match. And maybe I can get some words from Zach here and get him in this video, or if not, I'll put out just a single video with Zach and kind of see what's going on with the lawyer and how he feels getting closer and closer to Control Chaos. But for now, I'll go ahead and send it over to those videos. So back to you, League. Keep killing it, buddy. You're the best. What up, Live with League Nation, IWE fam, and welcome back to the first episode of Live with League. It's so good to be back. It's so good to be back. If you don't know, I am League, the one and only, and welcome to Live with League. It's so good to have y'all back, like I just said. Saturday night, IWE, record-setting, history-making crowd of over 300 fans. Was amazing. But right now, I'm about to cut to this man. Saturday night, the Exotic Youth, Cornelius Pepperbottom, and the obvious hurt, Zach Mosley, were forced to put their IWE tag titles on the line. Tim come out and basically said, hey, you got to put him on the line or we're going to strip him from you. So Mosley and Pepperbottom put him on the line, went out there and did everything they could. Pepperbottom tried to fight both of them 1-on-2. But Mosley had to come in. Mosley did what he had to do. And the outcome wasn't good for the Exotic Youth, but I still believe in these guys. So I'm going to turn it over to Zach right now. Let y'all get Zach's thoughts on what happened Saturday night and what he thinks about this match. Go ahead, Zach.
Hey, League, I appreciate it. It's good to see you, man. Thanks for giving me the platform to air my grievances about the clear conspiracies involving Timothy Blackman and IWE Pro Wrestling. As you can see, I've been laid up in the bed since Saturday night when I was forced to compete against doctor's orders to not go anywhere near a wrestling ring. You see, men have died from much less than what I'm going through. But unfortunately, my attorneys have advised me that due to ongoing litigation, it's not in my best interest to say anything about Timothy Blackman, or about how he screwed us out of our championships, or about how Hold My Beer Hansen is allowed to just bring in anybody to be his tag team partner when they weren't even ranked as a tag team in IWE. You know, the abuse of power is sick to me. Timothy Blackman, I used to think you were a good man. I used to think that you were an honest employer and that you did business the right way, despite what I've heard my entire life about car salesmen. And I should have known. I should have known better, Tim. But like I said, I'm not going to make any accusations. I'm not going to say that maybe you abandoned Pepperbottom when he was a child. Look, he's been confused his entire life on why his mom could even give birth to him, considering she's a virgin. You see, Tim, you need to stand up and be a man and do what's right. You need to submit your DNA. Submit your DNA now, damn it. Because if not, I've already ordered Ancestry.com and 23andMe to find out the answers, because my friend is absolutely distraught for what you've done to us. And not to mention what we did for you for over a year and a half, carried your company and took it to great new heights. Record-breaking crowds. Why? Because of Exotic Youth. And how do you repay us? You try to end our careers and you try to play games with us. You don't care about us, Tim. Like I said, I'm going to take my attorney's advice. And I'm not going to talk about all your shifty business dealings. But I will say this, Tim. It's only a matter of time before I'm owner of IWE, because I'm suing you for every damn thing you've got. If you want any chance of having a say in IWE once I'm owner, you'll call me and apologize, and you'll tell the entire world that you made a mistake and that IWE Tag Team Championships still belong to Exotic freaking Youth. Back to you, League.
Thank you so much, Zach. Get to feeling better, brother. Can't wait to see you at the next one. As y'all can see right there from the obvious, hurt, laid up Zach Mosley. Couldn't comment on too much of what's going on, because everything's from the lawyer. They don't want to get in any trouble with everything. But he obviously says some truth in there. He shouldn't have had to put out the titles. They still had to defend those titles, even though Mosley was hurt. And what's up with this DNA? Pepperbottom needs to know. Hopefully we can get Pepperbottom in here on this video. If not, we will try to get to him next time. I want to thank Zach for sending in that video and find out what's coming next. For me, League, this is Live with League, signing off from location. What up, fam? It's League, back here, live location, Augusta, and it's rainy. Awesome. But I'm actually, hold on. Really? You sure now? Oh, he's ready to go. Oh, all right. Well, I'm getting word that we actually have Cornelius Pepperbottom live right here with some words about Saturday night, some words about what happened, what's going on with Tim. So, without further ado, I'm going to send y'all over to Peps. Go ahead, Peps. How'd you feel about Saturday night?
My inbox has been overflowing with messages regarding IWE this past Saturday night, so I'd like to thank League for giving me the opportunity to come on here and speak my mind, because I gotta tell you something, folks, I can talk about a lot of things. I can talk about how Exotic Youth was basically stripped of our tag team championships. I can talk about how Zach Mosley was illegally forced to compete against doctor's orders and is now bedridden for the foreseeable future. Or I can talk about the malicious assault that I fell victim to after our match. But no, I'm here to talk about the one man responsible for it all, Timothy Blackman. You see, after all the travesties that the Exotic Youth experienced this past Saturday, what does the big family man Tim do, huh? Does he send an apology? Does he give us a phone call? Does he send a nice bouquet of flowers to Zach Mosley's bedside table as we're all sitting there grieving? No, we don't get as much as a single text message. What does Tim do? He wants to spread rumors. He wants to go on Facebook posting memes and laughing out loud, claiming that he's my father, that Tim Blackman could be responsible for the great Cornelius Pepperbottom. Well, I'm here to tell you, folks, it's simply not true. It's not true. My mom told me it can't be true. It can't be true, Tim, because let me tell you something, Tim. You've opened up a can of worms that you ain't going to be able to spin the cap back on. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true, Tim! And we're going to prove it! Mark my words! We're going to prove it! Now you got me all distraught. I got to call my mom.
Yeah, like you heard from both of them. Zach's can't speak about much because of litigation. Lawyer said don't say nothing. Pepperbottom, there's a lot going on, and I feel bad because Zach's hurt. He shouldn't even have had to defend the titles. But Tim came out. It was like, oh, if you don't defend the titles, we're gonna strip you, and you're never gonna be able to fight for them ever again. So they had to defend the titles and lost them. Gotta feel bad for him. And what's going on between Tim and Pepperbottom? Is Tim really Pep's dad? Like, what is this storyline? And then not only that, if it is he giving him true love? Because, he's just coming out there and stunning the life out of Pepperbottom every time. But hey, when you send the message, you're sending the message, right? So, can't be too mad about that. Next matchup was Billy Brash versus Mikael Judas. Sorry about that if I messed it up. Winner of that match was Billy Brash. It was good to actually see Billy Brash back in IWE. He hadn't been there for a little while, and Mikael Judas was new to the show, so it was good to see him. Wonder what's going to happen next for him. I have no clue, to be honest with you. So whenever we hear something, I'll definitely let you know on that. Sixth match of the night was a triple threat. Actually, it wasn't a triple threat. It was supposed to be Tim versus Anthony Henry, but the man himself, Tyreek, came out with Joe Black and made it into a triple threat. Actually, they told Tim it was going to be a triple threat, whether they liked it or not. Tim came out, asked the crowd if they wanted to see a triple threat. They said yes. Bring on the triple threat. Tim said, let's do it. So we ended up getting a triple threat, and it was a good match. But in the end, like I said earlier, Tim picked up the win. And then all that stuff happened between Joe Black and Tim. It was great to see Tim pick up that win. Been watching what he's been doing lately, and I'm gonna say, keep killing it, man. To all the wrestlers out there, keep killing it. Be safe, and yeah, just keep killing it, doing you, keep grinding. Yeah, and I also appreciate y'all for being so nice, because you don't have to be nice to me, but y'all are. So I thank you for that. Main event of the evening was a no DQ match. If Coach Mikey wins the match, he doesn't have to be White Mike's manager. Basically, like, what would you call him? Basically like his gopher. Basically, no more. He could join the Ugly Ducklings and be back with the boys. So it was White Mike versus Coach Mikey. It was a great match, back and forth. Well, actually, it wasn't a lot of back and forth. Mike pretty much ran the whole match, used the strap, Welton Mikey. Eventually, Mikey's sister came into the ring, did a cross body. Mike laid out Mikey's sister. Mikey hulked up. was getting Mike. Mike tried to grab the briefcase. I think it was Lance is his name. I could be wrong, so I apologize. Came out, a member of the Ugly Ducklings came out, grabbed the case, hit Mike with the case. Mikey wound up winning the match and getting his freedom back, and it was actually really cool to see that. So shout out to them and everything. So they did awesome. And also right now, because we have that too, I'm going to go ahead and cut over to League once again. The stud out there in the streets killing it for me. I'm going to cut over to him and let you talk to White Mike and Coach Mikey. If you didn't get to hear from them last time, you'll get to hear from them now. So here we go. So I'm about to send it over to White Mike real quick. He's on the phone. He's going to give us some comments on this Saturday night, everything that's been going on, and what he's got moving forward.
Honestly, bro, I can tell you right now that that night was pretty magical. You know, I had a crazy, magical weekend at WrestleCade. But to get to do it in Georgia and they let you, you know, be yourself and just kind of say, hey, take the reins. A bunch of guys went into a storyline, friends, yes, and we absolutely crushed it. Do I hate them now? Yes, I absolutely hate them. But, man, we can't deny what we absolutely did, and that was make magic. And it was absolutely so much fun to just talk so much shit. And then actually, you know, just kind of get my comeuppance. You know, Mikey won his freedom, and I think that's pretty dope. His sister got in the way, though, and I got to punch her right in the mouth, so that was tight as piss.
Yeah.
But nobody can take that from us. No matter what is said, we set the record attendance for, you know, IWE, and props to them for providing the platform. I think that's beautiful. I think what they have is very...
Yeah, 321, man. It was insane. And y'all put on a story that was incredible, bro.
I honestly love what they have in IWE. What they got is very magical. I hope we continue to grow. That's the goal for me. I don't care about bangers. I don't care about 5-star matches. I want to have the emotions. I want to have fun.
Yep.
And I absolutely want to prove that I'm the most underrated on the microphone and one of the most underrated wrestlers on this planet. And I'm tired of hiding that shit with my comedy wrestling. I think if you looked at my first full year in Georgia as a big tough bad guy, I think I've really set the bar pretty high, and I didn't even set the bar. You know, I wasn't even thinking about that. Last year, I wasn't even going to wrestle, so I think it's pretty dope. And I do appreciate Tim Blackman for what he's done and provided for us and some other friends that aren't friends anymore. But, you know, it is what it is. I say let's keep making magic, and we keep packing the freaking houses, and hopefully we get some awards out of it.
Yeah, it'd be great. I mean, the award part, yeah, they deserve it. Underrated on the mic, 110% agree with you. I'd say you're probably up there as one of the best on the mic today. And I've seen you just wrestle, not comedy style, but regular wrestling, and absolutely killing it, man. Seriously.
I don't know if this is too much or whatever, but use what you can out of it. But I'm very excited going into the future with IWE Wrestling because the locker room is always so much fun. We got a hell of a locker room. I think we got the best group of wrestlers, talkers, brawlers, and monsters and up-and-comers.
Oh, yeah, totally agree. Locker room is insane. And the up-and-coming talent is ridiculous.
Comers that, you know, in Georgia that you can look for. And I'm not saying that we are the best and we are the top dogs, but, you know, I would love to prove myself anywhere else that thinks that, you know, White Mike can't hold a candle to their best guy, because I know I can. I know I can.
Oh, I know you got it, man. You're just not even just the mic skills, but the in-ring skills, the way you connect with the crowd and everything is just simply magical, man. I've been privileged to see you live a couple times, and you sure do put on a show, whether it was with the Ducklings or now by yourself, man. You definitely put on really good shows, and you definitely give the crowd what they paid to see.
I can and I will, and I've done it. Hell, I did that when a manager and a comedy guy walked into IWE in Augusta, Georgia, into a freaking bar and stole the show. So, hopefully you enjoy this stuff. Appreciate you, big dog.
No problem, man. It was good to have you on here. Can't wait to talk to you again. Can't wait to see what happens next show. Keep grinding, keep hustling, keep out there doing what you do best, man. And thank you for being on the show, brother.
What's up, Live with League fam and IWE Nation? We are back with a brand new Live with League, and I am League, the one and only, right here coming to y'all. And I'm not going to cut any corners or anything. We're going to basically get right into this. I sent over Coach Mikey some questions. He gratefully sent me back a video. So without further ado, I'm going to send it on over to Coach Mikey. Let him tell us how he felt about Saturday, the feud with White Mike, and how it feels to get that big win in the main event of January 14th, 2023, IWE Intensity. So without further ado, I'm going to send it over to you, Coach Mikey. Thanks again for sending this in, and let us know how you feel.
January 14th, meant the world to me. It was one of the biggest nights I have had in pro wrestling. And, IWE's biggest show to date. And here we are, after an entire year, me versus White Mike in the main event. After an entire year of this going on, after an entire year of all the things that White Mike has put the Ugly Ducklings through, all the things that White Mike has put my family through, it all came to this moment. And, I get excited for pro wrestling. I get excited to perform in front of people, but the nerves are part of that excitement. And, I would be lying if I didn't say that I was completely nervous, because I knew me and Mike had to deliver. I was confident that Mike was going to deliver. I was confident, here's a guy that, even though we don't get along, I can say he's had his best year of his entire career in 2022. And, I'm standing across the ring from this man, and I don't wrestle. I'm not a wrestler. But I knew me and him, we had to deliver. And I definitely, from what I've read, from, what fans have said, what, our peers have said, that we definitely delivered that night. And I'm so proud of that, and, happy that IWE was able to give us this platform. Like Mike said, we don't get along on a lot of things, me and Mike, but what he said, I'm completely agreeing with. IWE gave us this platform to tell this story and live out this story and do what we wanted to do and be ourselves out there. And I think that definitely, I think the crowd definitely gravitated towards that, because they felt that emotion. They felt that realness, because it was real. Me and Mike were out there. We were in a fight. I am not a wrestler, but, I'm going to fight for what I believe in. And that whole, story of what if, what if Mike beat White Mike? What if Coach Mikey beat White Mike? And, I was able to gain my freedom back to the Ugly Ducklings. And, I definitely took an ass kicking for it, but I think people see that, and people saw that emotion, and people felt that emotion. And, when I hit the quack hammer and, the 1, 2, 3, after that feeling, that ringing of cheering in my ears, I can still hear it. I get goosebumps thinking about it. Because, for as much as me and Mike don't get along, and I'm more than happy that all of this has, ended, that was one of the most special moments of Coach Mikey. If not, the Ugly Ducklings, for all of us to reunite, me, Rob, and Lance in that ring. It was a surreal moment for me, and I'm sure everyone else that was there. So, for anybody that was there, for IWE, for Rob, Lance, my family, even White Mike, thank you guys, because all of this took everybody to play a part in. And, I definitely think we created something really special that night.
Thank you for that, Coach Mikey. And I just want to let everybody else know the next IWE show will be March 11th, 2023. American Legion Post 63, 90 Millage Road. When tickets go on sale, I will have the link in the description below. It's going to be Controlled Chaos, and you do not want to miss it. Let's go.
And we're back, so thank you for that, and hope y'all enjoyed that. So yeah, I also got some news to announce right now. Breaking news. Breaking news. Match announcement for Controlled Chaos. All right. For the first time in 2 years, the Ugly Ducklings are back together and will go to battle on a united front. For the first time ever, they will face Happy Madness. I will put the graphic up right here. Do my little Vanna. Graphic up right there. So like I said, it'll be the first time they'll take on Happy Madness, and it'll be at the March 11th show. IWE presents Controlled Chaos at the American Legion Post 63, 90 Millage Road. Tickets are available now. You can go down to the link and get your tickets now. If you're close, why not come out and see it? Don't miss it. So yeah, definitely check it out because it's gonna be worth it. Also, if you haven't already, hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe if you do not mind. Hit that notification bell to all so you're following me and all the videos. And might as well go on over to IWE. Follow them on all of their links. They'll be in the description below. And I have a couple of them right up here for you. Go follow them for all information. You can stay tuned there. If you want all new breaking news, you can follow IWE. So go do that. Or you can just wait for me. I mean, follow IWE anyways. But you can also wait and see what's happening right here on the show every Thursday. Now it's going to be Monday, and then I'll probably do another one Thursday, just to do another one Thursday, because why not? Wrestling's happening all the time, right? Also, want to mention a couple things, too. There's still the open challenge set up for Controlled Chaos. There's an open challenge for Lindsay Snow and her women's championship, so can't wait to see who opens. Can't wait to see who winds up getting that, taking it, and we'll see what happens with that. That'll be awesome. Also, talk a little bit about Royal Rumble, right? Cody Rhodes won the men's Royal Rumble. Seth Rollins versus Ricochet, crazy bump in the middle of the air. Brock Lesnar gets taken out, freaks out. Seth Rollins gets taken out by Logan Paul. But it was crazy. Seth Rollins did win, and now is going to challenge Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. But before that, it's going to be Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn at the Elimination Chamber. So that's going to be awesome. Rhea Ripley ended up winning the women's, and I think she went like from wire to wire, wound up winning the women's. And she's going to challenge, I think, Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. So that's going to be a great match as well. Also, you had Bray Wyatt picking up the win over LA Knight in a wild match. And then after the match was over with, he brung out LA Knight to he took LA Knight to some weird spot. And Uncle Howdy did a massive elbow off the top, dropping through LA Knight's soul, basically. I talked about that. Braun and Ricochet from Raw, they're now number one contenders for the tag titles. Natalya won a qualifying match, so she's now in the Elimination Chamber. Like I said, Sami Zayn attacked Roman Reigns while he was cutting the thing because at the Royal Rumble, Sami Zayn hit Roman, turned on the Bloodline, and yet there is no Jay, so we don't know where Jey Uso is. He left as well. So yeah, Sami gets a shot at the title. We'll talk a little bit of AEW real quick. We had a singles match, Hangman Adam Page versus Jon Moxley. Winner was Jon Moxley, but the match was insane. It started outside the ring, went around the stadium on the inside a little bit, but in the end, them boys threw shot after shot after shot at each other. Finisher, and they just kept kicking out. So eventually, Jon Moxley did end up picking up that W. Next singles match was Konosuke Takeshita versus Brian Cage. Winner was Takeshita. It was a great match. The TBS Championship, Jade Cargill, the champion, versus Red Velvet. Winner was Jade Cargill. She's still undefeated. I'm still on the fence about Jade Cargill, but that's just me. Tag team match was the Acclaim versus two random dudes. The Acclaim did win the match. Still retain their titles. Then the Gun Club came out and somehow made Billy Gunn mad, got themselves a title shot. Singles match was Bryan Danielson versus Timothy Thatcher. Bryan Danielson keeps winning. He gets to face MJF for the title in March. So he ended up winning with a psycho knee, moving him one step closer to that goal. MJF tried to interfere during the match, but Takeshita took out MJF. MJF and Takeshita got into a big old fight backstage. Tony Khan said, "You know what, Takeshita, you get a world championship qualifying match. So if he beats MJF, he gets a shot at the title later down the road. If not, MJF just moves on looking to whatever he does next." Then you also had the main event, the TET Championship, no holds barred match, Darby Allin versus Samoa Joe. Winner was Samoa Joe, but the match was insane. They went all around the ring. Darby came out with a hoodie with thumbtacks all glued all over it. Men went through, Joe slammed Darby into the stairs. Darby's knees hit the stairs, flipped over the stairs, hit the railing, and somehow landed on his feet. It was insane. Both men went crazy, but yeah, Joe picked up the win, and he's the new TNT champion. Also, the Ring of Honor World Television Champion. So, yeah, it was a really good show. A lot of good wrestling this week. I didn't watch Rampage, so I don't know. And there's a couple other shows I didn't get to see yet, but I will definitely check them out. But yeah, I just want to thank y'all once again for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching and enjoying this video. I want to thank IWE, Mr. Tim, and everybody out there for allowing me to do the show. I want to thank all the talent and everybody in the locker room for answering messages and getting back audio to me. So I really do appreciate that. If there is any audio that came in late, I will throw it in now. If there isn't, you'll just see this right here. So thank you all for watching and tuning in. All the Live with League fam, all the IWE Nation, everybody out there loves wrestling. Love wrestling, whether it's independent wrestling, mainstream wrestling, or not. If you like WWE, don't hate on AEW. We all love wrestling. We all get along. So love it all. And support local, support good wrestling. Thank you to, like I said, we had on the show today, we had the Ultimate Pusher. We had White Mike, Coach Mikey, Zach Mosley, Cornelius Pepperbottom. Thank you all for being a part of the show, helping this show grow just a little bit by day to day. Thank you for watching the show. Like I said, next show will be IWE March the 11th, right? Augusta, Georgia, American Legion Post 6390 Millage Road, 30904. Tickets are on sale now. Don't miss out for Controlled Chaos. Banner will be right here again. So if you're close, come check it out. And just want to thank you all for watching the show. Love you all. Let me know what you think about this show in the comments below, whether you like it or not. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. Go follow me on all my links. Go follow IWE on all their links. And also go follow all the wrestlers I mentioned right here. Give them some love and tell them to keep grinding, keep doing their thing, and also just to stay safe while they're out there traveling this world. So love you all. Thanks for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Keep your head up, dream big, never give up on yourself, no matter how hard life is. You're amazing, and you're wonderful the way you are. Let's keep doing it big.
What up, fam? What up, League? Thanks for throwing it out here. And I do look crazy. I'm out here in the middle of the woods, right? Been lost for a couple hours, but it's all good. I'll find my way. I'm an adventurer, right? Yeah. Want to throw it over to Rob real quick. Mr. Rob Killjoy done sent me in a video. So we're going to throw it over to him. Let him get this. So, yeah. Had to add this on at the last minute. I'm literally out here in the middle of the woods. I'm lost, trying to find my way back to Augusta. But what's up, Live with League? What up, IWE Nation? Yeah, so this is Rob. Get it, Rob.
Well, a couple of years ago, it was more than 2 years ago now. I believe it was November of 2020, I believe. It might have been November of 2019, honestly. But Coach Mikey and I won the IWE tag team titles. They were vacated at the time, but we won them. And so, but obviously with the Freebird rule, or the Free Duck rule as we call it, Lance and I defended the tag team championships. Well, Lance was diagnosed with colon cancer, and obviously he's been out for a couple years now, but he's fully recovered now. He's back taking bookings, everything. He's in remission. But at the time, when we were the tag team champions, and we needed somebody, for lack of a better term, we needed a replacement. So I looked at somebody who was a huge rival of ours, one half of the Gymnasty Boys, somebody that I've known for about 16 years now, in White Mike. And we've had our ups and downs. We haven't always gotten along, and that goes in wrestling and out of wrestling. But I knew it was somebody I could depend on, somebody who could get the job done. And get the job done we did, until we didn't anymore. We lost the tag team championships. We were going to get them back in a Duck House brawl, but then White Mike was only in the match a couple of minutes and was taken out due to having to go to the hospital. Well, we still won Match of the Year, even though he takes credit. And we had a hell of a match, a hell of a fight against Exotic Youth, but the numbers overcame us. Like Coach Mikey said, he's not a wrestler, but he held his own, but it was just too much for both of us to overcome. Well, next time, White Mike and I have a tag team match, and then he decides to smash me over the head with a chair, and he says that he wanted to kill the spirit of the Ducklings and he wanted to take Coach Mikey from me. So obviously we decided to settle that in the ring, and I lost. So Coach Mikey was no longer mine, and that hurt. And I feel like I had let myself down. I feel like I let Coach Mikey down. I feel like I let Lance down. I let the Ugly Ducklings down. Anyways, we build it. I get another shot at White Mike. I want it back to where it all started, the Duck House Brawl match. It's a brutal match despite the name. I let my emotion get the best of me, and I had White Mike beaten, but I didn't put him away because I wanted more. I got greedy, and I slipped on a banana peel, and he beat me again. That was my last chance. So Coach Mikey had to do it himself, and if I was at ringside, then I'd be fired. So it was up to Coach Mikey and White Mike, and like I said, White Mike is somebody who can get it done whether we get along or not. And this is the first time that Coach Mikey's ever been out there without me by his side, so I told him he was on his own. He had to win this himself. I'm sorry. It was my fault. But I think that he performed admirably. I think that he whipped White Mike's ass, and I think that was a hell of a main event. And that crowd, that emotion, that throughout that whole venue, the entire crowd quacking and just feeling that crowd wanting Mikey to put away White Mike. And then when he finally did, like he said, when he hit the quack hammer, and this whole story, it's been more than a year. We built this. We got Feud of the Year. We in Georgia, we involved Coach Mikey's father. We involved Coach Mikey's sister. It just, I think that it was just magic that we created. We all did something very special, and I think that I don't think we could replicate it. It was just something that, even when we started this, we didn't know it was going to get this big. But to draw the biggest crowd in IWE history on the biggest show of IWE history, with the main event being Coach Mikey, who's not a wrestler, against White Mike, who's somebody who multiple people have called, who have insulted his wrestling skills, called him a comedy guy, called him the whipped cream guy. Okay, no, White Mike showed exactly what he's capable of. Coach Mikey showed exactly what he's capable of. And we all showed with this feud in the whole past year exactly why we are where we are, exactly why we do what we do. And again, like I said, I don't think it can be replicated. I think that it was something extremely special, and I'm proud of Coach Mikey. I'm proud of everything that we've all accomplished, and how fitting it was for Lance's return to be at the end of that match. So I really don't know what else to say about it. It was truly magical.